Have you ever noticed that women age differently depending on the country in which they live? When I lived in the UK, that really struck me. British women just don't age the same way that, well, definitely that we do in my country and probably in lots of other countries in the world. And it's not just about skincare, it's an attitude, a culture. It's a quiet confidence that they have. And living there taught me something that changed how I see aging. And today I want to chat to you about it. The UK has weathered wars, social changes, economic hardship. There's a quiet resilience woven into their culture. You feel it even visiting historical places where buildings that are hundreds of years old just stand tall and proud. But this resilience shows up in women too. Just a kind of keep calm and carry on type of attitude. Not dramatic, just steady. I was so surprised to see elderly ladies and gents riding bicycles, sometimes with baskets filled with their shopping, weaving their way through the traffic. You would never see that in my country, with the result that they're obviously keeping fit. Another thing, in the UK, people still live in double-storied houses into their old age. And I know a few people in their 90s who still live in a double-story house. Now, that requires them going up and down those stairs several times a day. No wonder they are fit and healthy and live to a ripe old age. In my country, we have domestic help in our homes and in our gardens. When our elderly, and I'm talking just from my age onwards, reach a certain age, they no longer do that work themselves. They get people to do it. And I was surprised to see how British women, they've just got this attitude, well, if it needs to be cleaned, best I start cleaning it because nobody else is going to clean it. And something else that really impressed me was the women's independence. You'll see an elderly lady, even in a bar, having a drink, dining out alone, traveling alone, shopping alone, and enjoying their own company. And no one looks embarrassed to be alone. And I found a certain dignity in that. It made me think about how often we place importance on who we're with rather than who we are. Enjoying our own company and feeling fine with that. When I first arrived in the UK, especially in places like London or the English countryside, I expected to see glamorous women, beautifully dressed in the latest trends. Not so. What I noticed was a comfort and a confidence in wearing classical clothes that were perhaps not on trend at the moment, but they were comfortable in them. As an example, I'd see a lady wearing a lovely fitted coat and some comfortable walking shoes and maybe just a bright scarf around her neck. And she was confident enough to wear that and to not be the height of fashion, to not be chasing fashion like I have seen in other countries. It's a sort of understated elegance that I noticed. Remember, I'm talking about women over 60. I didn't see many people that looked like they were chasing their youth, trying to look 30 again. They were comfortably dressed, elegantly dressed, and confident in what they were wearing. British style is really quite fascinating. It's not loud. It's not desperate to look the best. It's understated, and it's just not trying too hard. In some cultures, aging is definitely seen as a race against time. I never saw that in the UK. I sense something quite different, a quiet acceptance of life's stages. Not giving up, not fading away, but having a beautiful balance. I'm sure the younger women, ladies, girls, may not have the same attitude to aging, but I'm talking about women over 60. It was lovely to see that grey hair didn't have to be covered. Wrinkles didn't have to be filled in. And faces definitely weren't frozen. And of course, this made me ask myself, am I afraid of aging? Why can't I have that attitude? And I've thought about it a lot since living in the UK, and it is something that I do try to do, because I loved seeing that acceptance of the years and just moving through the years comfortably, elegantly, and with their own style. I think the greatest lesson that I learned is that British women don't age and fade away. They evolve from one decade to the next. They just evolve quite comfortably into the next decade. Have you ever lived in another country where you noticed women our age, how they age, and has it had any impact on you? You know, aging is universal, but it very obviously is not done the same in every country. And I can only give the ladies in the United Kingdom 10 out of 10 for doing it with such grace. I hope you've enjoyed my video today, and if you have, maybe you could give it a like and subscribe and keep coming back for more. As always, hugs to you. See you next time. Bye for now.